गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स। कैसे हैं आप लोग? आई होप यू विल बी हेल एंड हेल्दी। एज यू नो, विल स्टार्ट our science classes from home. Have you taken your breakfast? Of course. Yes. What did you have in your breakfast? Yeah, you will say different types of food. Maybe milk, bread, paratha, idli, dosa, whatever you have. These all are the food. You know, as you read in previous classes, these are called nutrients. So, the nutrients of food are carbohydrates, fat, proteins, vitamins, minerals. The question arises, why do we have food? Of course, you will say to build our body, to make our tissues, to grow, to build up our damaged tissues. Yes, these all are the functions of food, and the components of food are called nutrients. The main nutrients are carbohydrate, fat, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. Then, how do these nutrients come? So, the mode of taking this food and their utilization in the body is called nutrition. There are two main types of nutrition: autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. Today, we will discuss mainly about autotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition, as the name indicates, auto plus trophs. Auto means self, trophs means preparation. So, the mode of nutrition in plants by which they make their own food by using raw material is called autotrophic nutrition, and the green plants are called autotrophs. So, when they are preparing their food, can you name what is the food factories of plant? Of course, the leaves are the food factories of plant. Leaves have a very special part in their structure that is known as chloroplast, and these chloroplasts have a miracle pigment that can absorb sunlight energy, and this pigment is known as chlorophyll. So, where is this chlorophyll present? In the chloroplast, and chloroplast is a part of leaf. So, we say chloroplast are the site of photosynthesis, and the food factories are the leaves. Photosynthesis. Yes, the process by which green plants prepare their food by using raw materials like carbon dioxide and water In the presence of sunlight that is absorbed by chlorophyll is called photosynthesis. As you are seeing, the two very important raw materials, carbon dioxide and water, is taken up by plants during the process of photosynthesis. From where this carbon dioxide come? Yes, plants absorb it from atmosphere. So how do water plants get? Yes, carbon dioxide is also dissolved in water that is absorbed by water plants, aquatic plants. And water, of course, as you know, you daily give water to your plants. Where do you put water? In the soil. Yes, they absorb water from the soil with the help of roots. So, water is taken from the soil and carbon dioxide is taken from the air. And these two inorganic compounds are the raw materials. Students, you know that effective convert raw material to product, and for the purpose it needs energy. Similarly, here plants also need energy. So what is the source of energy? Yes, the sun is the ultimate source of energy. Solar energy that is coming in the form of rays is now also known as radiant energy. This radiant energy that is absorbed by the chlorophyll of leaves, this is converted to chemical energy and stored in the form of food in the plants. So we can represent the equation of photosynthesis. As you know, an equation has some reactants and some products. So what are the reactants here? Yes, raw materials. So there are two raw materials, carbon dioxide and water, and these two raw materials are converted in which form of food? Yes, sugar. And sugar, that is a carbohydrate, and the simplest sugar is glucose. So here it's glucose C6H12O6. We are seeing energy is trapped by chlorophyll during this process, because this is a very important process. It needs energy. Without energy no work can be done, and hence solar energy is the ultimate source of energy. You see, oxygen is a very important gas for all other living organisms, and you see it is released during the process of photosynthesis. It is a byproduct of photosynthesis. Plants do not keep this oxygen, they release it in the atmosphere, and on this oxygen we depend. We all living organisms depend. So you can understand the importance of plants, how important they are. They are not only making food for us, for all other animals, but they are also releasing oxygen. Yes. As I told you, carbohydrate, the food which is formed in the plant, is a very important component of food, that is carbohydrate. This contains carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. The question arises, from where other nutrients come, like protein. Yes, protein is very important for living organism. This is also synthesized in plant. But this protein not only contains carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, it also contains nitrogen. Plants synthesize these proteins, but they need nitrogen, and this nitrogen is again coming from the atmosphere. As you know, atmosphere is a rich source of nitrogen. There is 78% nitrogen in the atmosphere. This nitrogen, of course, cannot be directly used by the plant. So, we have various bacteria in the soil. They fix this nitrogen, they convert it into usable form, and this nitrogen is usable form is present in the soil, and then plants absorb these nitrogenous compounds to make protein. So again, the source of protein is also plant, and of course animals also source of protein, but from where this protein of animals come? They have to depend on plants. So this protein from plants is transferred to animals. Yes. Today we can also see some other modes of nutrition in plants. I think this is the common experience that you see there are some cylinder like structures are hanging from the trees. As you see here, these cylinder like structures are itself plants. Yes, these are the plants which do not have leaves. They do not have chlorophyll. They cannot trap sunlight energy. They cannot perform the process of photosynthesis. So, how do they get food? So, they get their food from plants. So, this type of nutrition is known as heterotrophic nutrition. And these plants are taking their food from some other plants on which they are present. Hence, this mode of nutrition is known as parasitism. They are parasites. They depend on host. They take food from them. And some plants which are parasite and common one is cuscuta. It is commonly known as amarbel. Insectivorous plants. You see, here are the some plants where the leaves have been modified into a पिक्चर लाइक स्ट्रक्चर, बिल्कुल घड़े की तरह हो गई. On this picture there is a lid. As insect sits on them, the lid is closed, the insects are trapped in, the leaves secrete certain juices, the body of the insect is digested, and this digested food is absorbed by plants. So such plants are known as insectivorous plants. And one of the common insectivorous plant is Nepenthes, pitcher plant. You see this umbrella like structure? Yeah, these are mushrooms. You might have seen during rainy season many mushrooms are growing on the log of wood. They're growing in the soil. As we know, soil has various dead organisms. There is dead organic matter present in the soil, and these organisms are growing from there. So the organisms which depend on dead organic matter, they are known as saprotrophs, like bacteria, like some fungi, mushroom. So these organisms are saprotrophs. So today we studied about nutrients, the components of nutrients, nutrition, the difference between nutrients and nutrition. Yes, nutrients, the components of food which are present in the food like carbohydrate, fat, protein, vitamins and minerals. And the mode of taking this food and the utilization in body is called nutrition. Then we read about two types of nutrition. Yes, autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition, we read about plants, the process of photosynthesis. Can you tell me the raw materials of photosynthesis? Yes, the raw materials are come